When it comes to building intelligent applications, scaling, migration, and security, both open source and enterprise developers have almost too many options. In this video series, we'll show you how Azure's managed PostgreSQL database and AMD technology can simplify your data projects. You'll also see Azure solutions applied to specific real-world scenarios. Hey everybody, my name is Abe Omorogbe and I'm a product manager on the Azure Postgres team working specifically on AI features, vector search, and helping you integrate your Postgres data into AI agents. In this demo, I'll cover how the integration of Azure Postgres database with Microsoft Foundry can help you build smart and secure agents faster. When you're building agentic apps or agents backed by Postgres database, you should be able to quickly and securely connect to your data. To help with this, we added first-class support for Azure Postgres database to Microsoft Foundry, which is an AI platform designed to help you build and deploy AI apps and agents at scale. At a high level, when building agents on Microsoft Foundry, you can easily interact with your Azure Postgres database, all with natural language, to explore the database, including reading and analyzing queries, as well as integrating vector search right in your agent. So let me show you how this works. First, before I get started, let me show you the data we're working with. In VS Code, I'm connected to the Postgres server that I'm going to run my agent on. And this is using the Azure PostgreSQL extension in VS Code. What I'm simply going to do is I'm going to just run a very simple query so you guys can see what's happening in this database. You can see I have a bunch of product info in this database, and I'm going to go show you how I can easily connect to this data in Microsoft Foundry. So we can see here, I'm in Foundry, and what I can do is I can go to the Discover tab, I go over the tools, and one of the first tools I'm going to see is Azure Postgres. What I can do is I can set up my MCP server and then hit connect. When I've set up the MCP server, what you see on your Azure portal is an Azure container app that represents your MCP server and a container environment where the MCP server will live. In Microsoft Foundry, I have a demo agent. It's connected to the GPT-4.1 model. I've given it some instructions like the database I wanted to talk to, which is the product catalog database, the user of this database. So it's really important to know this. This is the user we assign to that MCP server. This is so that the agent only has access to a certain amount of data I wanted to have access to. And lastly, the Azure Postgres server. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run my first query. All right, so the first query I'm going to run is I'm going to list all the tables in my Postgres database. What's going to happen is the agent is going to use this tool I connected. So this is the Postgres MCP server, and it's going to talk to my server. You can see here, it's trying to list the tables. I approve this, and the first thing that I get back is it says no tables. The reason it says no tables is we took security very seriously in this integration. What users have to do is they have to make sure their agent has the right permissions to their data. So what I'm going to do is for that user I mentioned, for that specific agent, I am going to go ahead and give that MCP server permissions to talk to my data. I'll do that one more time just to guys show you how that happens. So I'll say list the tables again. And now the MCP server has permissions. My agents can see my table. So you can see here, now I can see the products table. So I'm going to go ahead, give it permissions to all the tables so you guys can see how it works. What I'm going to show you guys today is two pretty cool use cases of using Postgres for talking to your data. The first use case is going to how I use natural language and SQL to talk to my data. And then the second is showing you how you can incorporate vector search to get more relevant results with your agent. As I did before, I'm going to go ahead and just list the tables. I'll tell the agent to list the tables. It's going to go ahead and list those tables. And then as it's listing the tables, what I also want to see is I want to make sure I can describe the schema of all the tables. So why this is useful is with natural language, I can see all the tables that I have in this table for some inspection. It would also describe all the schemas on all this table. And you can see as I'm approving all these, what it's doing is it's asking for every table I mentioned. What I mentioned is describe the schema for products, orders, and customer tables and how they're related. What the agent was able to do was able to go into my database, get all the data from my database and understand the relationship. Now I can do some natural language analytics on this data. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to say, hey, who are the top 25 customers and how much did they spend? So the great part about this is because Azure Postgres and Postgres is based on an open source database, a lot of these queries are formed by the AI because it was trained on a lot of data that's available online. Because of Postgres' massive community, there's a lot of accuracy you get for the NL generated queries. So as you can see here, we have our top customers all up here and it's talking right to my Postgres database. The second thing I'm going to do is not only can I see all the top customers, the second thing I can do is I can also analyze, say I want to analyze sales. Say I'm an e-commerce company, I know my customers. What I want to do is analyze sales and see where we're lacking so maybe we can push sales for the Christmas holiday. Again, because Postgres is open source, it's able to construct these highly complex queries by using the data it's trained on. Postgres is a very, very popular database. So again, you can see it's able to show all the totals of all the orders, and you can see everything that's there. This is a demo database, so we have some just sample orders on the database. The second scenario I'm going to show you is how you can use the integration with Microsoft Foundry to also add things like vector search and relevant search to your agents. So what I'm going to do is with natural language, I'm going to ask a question like products for customers that love to hike, and then format the results as a table. What it's going to do here is going to detect that this is a relevant search and it's going to do vector search. So you can see here, this is a normal SQL query, and you can also see it's trying to do relevance matching on the query I asked. It's integrated with Azure OpenAI's embedded model, and I'm going to approve this query to see what it returns back. So you can see now that it's returned back a bunch of products that hikers like. So you can see here, hiking sticks, so on and so forth. That's just to demonstrate to you another scenario you can do with Postgres, Microsoft AI Foundry, and using things like vector search. Now, if you wanted to include these demos into your apps, you can simply just go to code and you can export this code out to your application so you can use this integration when you're building your AI applications. Now we're seeing how this works and how we can build an agent backed by Postgres and Microsoft Foundry. You can start using it to solve some of your own business's challenges. Thank you so much for watching our demo.